Yes, this is showing you how I start the Zibo 737-800. Um, yeah, so I guess let's just get into it. I'm just gonna go to the cockpit real quick. So this is the add-on plane. This is the Zibo, so this is the default plane. Obviously, couple things different. It's more like realistic than the one that's already inside of the airplane. So yeah. First things first. Oh, and just like a quick disclaimer, I guess. I'm not a pilot. I don't actually fly this plane. This is just how I start it up. This is how I do it. I mean, I'm sure people are going to say, like, oh, use checklist, whatever, but this is just how I kind of do it. If you guys are just needing help, I guess, kind of starting engine. So, first thing, ground services, connect GPU. That'll let us turn on ground power. So, do battery, which is up here, and then ground power. Here, everything start to kind of spool up. Next, what I want to do is go to realism, set this stuff to short, which will make it so we're not waiting forever when we're trying to power up this unit right here. So once you have the battery turned on, your ground power connected, go ahead, flip these two switches, it says IRS left and right, to nav. And then you'll get this on DC light. Once it turns to align, both of them, you're going to take this knob and flip it all the way to the right. And then so it says 1, so that means in 1 minute these are going to start powering up. But what you also want to do is go to FMC, pause in it, next page, you're going to grab your GPS location and then put it into where it says set IRS position. You just click the R4 key right there. So now in 1 minute these will be booted up. Cool, so after that you can start your APU. So I just do at left aft fuel pump, turn that on, hold this until your EGT starts rising, and your APU will be booting up. Any second. Alright, there it goes. So it'll go up and then it'll slowly make its way back down. Cool. Forgot to do this. Emergency exit lights, flip that black guard. So once that's done, we can start setting up. What I do is like start setting up the this panel right here. So flip this down. I think it's so these three, you want them all the way up to off, and then you want these. So you want these three up, and then this middle one you want it to be down like that. So once you do that, you can turn on your electric 1 and 2, turn those on, then the rest of your fuel pumps, and then once that's done, flip your engine start switch to ground. You'll see this start rising up. Here the engine starts spooling up too. And then once this reaches 20, you're going to flip the number 1 idle cutoff, I guess, switch to idle. So at past 20, whoops. And then you can hear the engine starts boosting up, EGT's rising, N1's rising as well, so that's good. Then once it's on, yeah, see, flips back to auto, flip that to continuous, and then it's basically the same thing on the left. Which, yep, I knew it. So I'm just gonna connect the air start unit, which I don't know if any of you guys know what I'm doing wrong here. Let me know. But yeah, so it's at 0, but I'm gonna flip that back to to ground, and then see now it starts rising. And then again, once it reaches 20, flip the number 2 idle cutoff switch to idle. And while we're waiting, I don't really know what these do. I mean, obviously it tells you your amps and volts, but you just flip that battery and then Gen 1. And then, whoops. Number 2. And then you'll see your N1 rising and your EGT going up too. And then same thing, once it reaches, once it goes to auto, flip it to continuous. There you go. So now you have your engines are running. What you want to do is go Gen 1, or actually, I'm sorry, Gen 1 and Gen 2, not the AP gens. And then just, so once both engines are started, you can take your Gen 1, Gen 2 switch to on, and then you can actually shut off your APU. So now you have that, you can just start to do some like housekeeping, I guess. ASU disconnect, GPU disconnect, don't need that. And then take these, and then take these two to on, this to off, and then left and right pack and the ISO valve you can put to auto. You'll see, you'll hear the, I think that's the air conditioning, I could be wrong, but you just, yeah. So auto, on, and then off. And then what I like to do is set up however high you're going to be going, so let's say 30,000 feet. Put your, set your cabin altitude, and then if you want, you could do land altitude, so wherever you're landing, however high up you're going to be, you could just flip that, yeah. And then probe heat, and then I think most people do the window heat too. And if you need to, wing ice, engine anti-ice, and then should be it. Pretty simple. And then yaw damper. Yeah, so that's it. You can also, if you want, set up. So let's see. Go into climb, cruise now. So you can put in like your origin. So right now we're at, I think it's TNCM. To TNCM, hit L1. Destination, I don't know. I'm just gonna put SFO. Oops. Damn it. KSFO. Runway, I don't know. I'm just gonna put 6. Not in database, nice. I'm gonna check what runway is available. 10 and 28. Oops. So I'll just put 10. In it, you could just click that. Reserves, not really important. Cost index, not important either. So this is for your cruise. You can put whatever, 30,000, enter, execute. and then yeah, there should be a way to find out your V1, your rotate speeds. Once you get that, so this isn't past what I did in the beginning. This is not important at all. So don't worry about this if you're not quite sure how to use it. Because I'm not 100% sure myself. But if you do have your V1 and your V rotate, you could just flip this to V1. But your V1 speed will be right here, and you can use the knob to tune it. So I'm just going to put 123 and then rotate 128, which it says right here. And then you flip it all the way to the right to set it. So now, when I reach those speeds, it'll call out V1 and rotate on the airplane. And then once you do that, you can set your autopilot. So $31,000, and then whatever speed you're gonna be flying. So like, I don't know, totally unrealistic, but I'm just gonna put 175. Your heading, and then you can flip on your flight directors, which will tell you what the plane's going to do once you turn on the autopilot. And then if you're flying the Zibo, these both need to be on for the autopilot to engage. Should be it. Once you get the ATIS, if you want to set your altimeter, you can do it right here. So this will tune right here. So say it's 2996. Just use this little knob, 2996, and then if you want to set this one, 2996, like that. And yep, should be it. Turn on your lights, logo, strobe, anti-collisions, wing.
Flight pads, please be seated for departure.
And then that's it, basically. Now you're ready to taxi. And yeah.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
I know I kind of probably brushed over some stuff, or like didn't go too in depth, but I mean, if you want to learn like tuning the radios or this thing, I'm still kind of learning, but I could make a video on like what I know, but I don't know. Yeah, so that's it. I mean, I'm not a pilot or anything. This isn't like checklist standards, or it's just kind of like how I do it, just by memory, kind of. Yeah, so if you guys realize like I missed something, or for example like the number 2 engine, why it wasn't starting without the air start unit, feel free to let me know, because I have no idea. But other than that, hope you guys learned something, and yeah, see you next time.